Well, good evening, everyone. I am truly excited to be here tonight to welcome everyone to the 86th Annual Student Art Show Virtual Award Ceremonies. My name is Andy Bean, and I'm the Interim Director for the School of Art. And I truly mean it when I say that I'm very excited to welcome you to this virtual show tonight, mainly because of the past year we've all endured. This past year has taken from us so many of our traditions and our cultures. This weekend, 1 year ago, is when everybody was removed from Ball State's campus. Last weekend, a year ago, is when Ball State moved to remote learning for all students. We've not had a graduation or a full reception since the last student show in the previous year. We've had to deal with separation of social distancing, the isolation of the quarantine process, the word flexibility as a new way of life, also the word unprecedented. I'm really tired of saying it, and I apologize for saying it this evening. Wearing masks, hand washing, and for some of us, relearning how to wash our hands. Toilet paper shortages, remote learning, high flex learning, online learning, all of the technical issues that have come in the past year, Zoom, Zoom bombing, Zoom happy hours, Zoom dinners, dinners outside with family and friends while you're socially distancing, the declining of mental health of our family and friends, sourdough bread, DIY home repairs. And, honestly, when we started this, not thinking that social distancing would still be a thing that we'd be doing right now. But just recently, with the approved vaccine, it's starting to bring hope back to all of us that there will possibly be a new normal very soon. And it's this beginning to feel that new normal is at the same time of this 86th annual student art show that began in 1935. This show is an example of the amazing work that the students at all levels, from freshmen to graduate students in the School of Art, are capable of. Each year, we invite a juror from outside of Ball State to impartially juror the artwork for this particular show. Just so you know, no faculty or administrators have any influence on the jurors' picks as to keep this process truly about the student artwork. Our juror this year is Eli Craven, who's with us tonight. Eli joins us from Purdue as an assistant professor of photography and related media in the Patty and Rusty Ruff School of Art and Design and Performance. Eli would like to share a few words with you tonight. Eli?
Yep, I'm here. Thank you. Yeah, I'm Eli Craven, and I am the juror of this exhibition. And I would just like to just give you a quick statement, regarding that process and my thoughts on how it went and the work in the show. First, I'd just like to say thank you for inviting me. I'm really happy to be here, and it really was a pleasure to look through the work and see what your students are doing during this pandemic year. And I'd also like to just I'll probably say it a couple times, just congratulate all the students in the show, congratulate all the students that won awards. It was a really high caliber of work that I had to go through. But every annual exhibition is comprised of artwork representative of its time, and this year really is no exception. The ongoing events and circumstances of this past year have had an undeniable impact on us all. And the physical, social, economic effects of COVID-19, racial injustices, political instability have all revealed heightened existing divides and violence that will ultimately define this moment. And many artists this year have felt blocked or unable to create. And many of my students at Purdue are having a difficult time with their creative energy, while others with the means to continue have found an invigorated practice full of emotional content that has been perhaps influenced from this extremely difficult year. And I found that to be the latter, that case in many of the works chosen for this show. The selected work was full of expression, experimentation, and complex subject matter reflective of our current conditions, in my opinion. So While many submissions were technically proficient, and many deserved to be in the exhibition, I was ultimately drawn to works that addressed both technique and content in some way. Some artists directly addressed the violence of the past year, some addressed personal trauma, while others explored issues related to gender, sexuality, identity, and family. I briefly had considered the possibility I might be projecting my feelings or my emotions and how my experience from this past year upon the work. But however, despite my subjective interpretation of these selections, I arrived at this conclusion that there was a connection, it was authentic, and a compelling message was received. Overall, the exhibition selection speaks volumes, sometimes loudly, sometimes softly beneath the surface, and sometimes teeming with fear, grief, and anger, and at times tinged with tenderness and care. So I'll just say it was an honor. Again, it was an honor to be invited as a juror for the 86th annual Student Art Exhibition at Ball State University. It was an arduous task to select what was to be included and awarded, and even more difficult really was to determine what would be excluded from the exhibition. There were 165 works submitted for review from 71 artists, and the number of submissions and the quality of work from each area of concentration at your school was impressive. And artists not selected also deserve recognition. I was really inspired to see so many artists working through this difficult moment when I know others can't. So I think this exhibition truly reflects a high standard maintained by the students and faculty alike at Ball State University, both in skill and in concept. So my congratulations to all the artists included in the show. And yeah, I hope you have a good night. Thank you.
Eli, thank you. That was a fantastic description of the show. And I know it was really difficult. I've looked at the show and all of the entries myself, and I couldn't have said it any better. So I appreciate your words on the show, and I appreciate your time and jurying this show for us this year. So with that, let's talk about the award ceremony. So we will share over our screen here. And so as we get started, as Eli just said, the summary of the jurying results, we had 71 students enter, 175 individual artworks, or 165. We had 40 students with the actual entries, with a total of 61 artworks as a whole. And as a part of the jurying process, Eli was also asked to pick individual winners for all of our different areas. So each of our areas in the School of Art do have an award. Those awards will come with a $100 scholarship that will be transferred to the student's Bursar account. And like I said, each one of our areas has those. So let's get started. So these are going to be alphabetical, no real order to these particular awards at this particular time, but we'll start with animation. So the winner for animation this year is Brianna Cole with Sign Says Do Not Touch. All right, thank you, Brianna. So for ceramics, our winner this year is Samantha Jocelyn with Maxwell. For drawing this year, the winner is Marie Dickinson with Distracted. For our Andrew Sims Memorial Award in Foundations, the winner this year is Lydia Rang with Parents. In our glass area, this year's award goes to Emily Webster. It's Getting Heavier. In intermedia, the award goes to Madison Neville, I Am a Bird. In our medals area, the award goes to Katrina Mitchell for Collage Necklace. In a mixed media category, the award goes to Avery Pollard, The Places It Happened, 1, 2, and 3. In our painting area, the award goes to Elizabeth Blackwell for Consume. In photography, the award goes to Shelby Warner for Condolences. In printmaking, the award this year goes to Emmanuel Guerrera for 2 Strings. In sculpture, the award goes to Teresa Young for Lifeless Red. In visual communication, the award goes to Audrey Musil for Japan Cultural Booklet. Now that concludes our area awards. These next three awards are based in the Muncie Art Student League Awards. These will also include a $100 award and a public speaking opportunity with the Muncie Student Art League. The first award for the Muncie Art Student League goes to Riley Walker for Birthday Boy. Our second award for the Muncie Art Student League goes to Dallas Sanford for the Venusian. And our third Muncie Art Student League award goes to Jack Christian for Fracture. Our next set of awards was chosen actually by our Dean of the College of Fine Arts. And this will be a scholarship award of $350 each. And this year, the Dean was generous to actually award 4 of these. So we'll start with those. Our first CFA Dean Scholarship Award goes to William Mueller for Coffee Pour-Over Set. Our second Dean Scholarship Award goes to Lydia Rang for Parents. Our third Dean Scholarship Award goes to Shelby Ping for Confined Flight. And our fourth Dean Scholarship Award goes to Rylan Marisol for Study Abroad Infographic. Our next award is the President's Scholarship Award. This award is chosen by the President of Ball State University, Jeffrey Mearns, and this award is a $500 scholarship to the student. This year's President's Scholarship Award for the 86th Annual Student Art Show goes to Riley Walker for Chicken Jar. Now, our last 3 awards are for third, second, and first place. These are chosen by our juror. And these particular awards all have different scholarships attached to them. The third place juror's award for $150 goes to Astrid Carter for These Are Not My Memories. Our juror's second place award for $250 goes to Samantha Jocelyn for Lee. Our juror's first place award for $500 goes to Nick May for Astrid with a Cigarette One-Hitter. That concludes our awards, and now for some additional information about the show that we have. We do have catalogs for this particular show. This is the 3rd year that we've done these catalogs, and these catalogs are available in the art office in AJ 401 for pickup by all students that were in the show. You can also purchase extras in the School of Art office and in the Griner Gallery for the next couple of days for $5 each. These particular catalogs are honestly one of the greatest things beyond just the artwork in this show, as this catalog itself is truly everything that the School of Art offers. We have our students from our Studio 165 design the catalog itself. Our students' work is in the catalog. And then our students in our graphics arts management program with the Print Plus student group actually does the printing and binding of this particular catalog. So it is one of the things that truly represents what our students can do. Again, these will be available in the art office, and they'll also be available in the Griner Gallery on Tuesday and Wednesday of this week. Award winners can also come and pick up their award certificates in the art office this upcoming week. And also for those of you that are in the show will end on Wednesday, March 24th at 4 p.m. And students are asked to please pick up your artwork from the gallery by Thursday, March 25th by 4 p.m. We do want to make sure that we thank everybody that was involved in this particular show and in the awards. We would like to thank Dr. Ned and Gloria Griner and their family for their support for the Ned and Gloria Griner Gallery. We want to thank Dr. Seth Beckman, the Dean of the College of Fine Arts, and his support of not only the School of Art, but also of the artwork in this 86th Annual Student Art Show. We also want to thank President Jeff Mearns for his continued support of the arts and with the scholarship that his office offers for this particular show. I do want to thank the 86th Annual Student Show Committee. I'd like to thank Ken Preston as the chair. I know Ken has put numerous hours into this particular show with lots of emails, making sure all of the pieces of this particular show are put together. It is a massive undertaking to put on a show like this and to collaborate with everybody needed moving forward. The other committee members are Zach Kroll, Chet Geiselman, Hans Kellogg, Laura Kuykendall, and Mark Sari. I also want to thank Eli Craven, our juror, once again, for his time and insight on looking at this particular work and making sure that we have the best representation of our students' work this past year. I also want to thank the Studio 165 students for their work on this catalog and all of the marketing material and social media material that was created for the 86th Annual Student Art Show. The faculty mentor, Assistant Professor Shantanu Suman, was also a large part of what we got to see with that particular marketing material. I want to thank the students of Print Plus and our Graphics Arts Management program with their faculty mentor, Hans Kellogg, on the actual creation of not only the vinyl and sign that goes on our gallery wall, but also with the catalog and the work that they did on a very short period of time to be able to have those for us. I want to thank Serena Nancaro in our photography area, as she was a part of the coordination to take the studio photographs of all of the artwork for our catalog this year. And again, we want to thank Zach Kroll, myself, and Ken Preston as the chair of the creator for the virtual show that is online right now. You can actually see each of the works individually, but you can also walk through the gallery virtual through a Matterport scan that Zach set up. And I do want to thank each of you for attending our award ceremony. I want to thank all of the students that were a part of this particular show for another year of great work representing the School of Art, and all of the parents, friends, families that were so supportive of our students choosing to be artists. Again, thank you and have a great weekend.